Hey everybody, happy Monday, happy November. Turn that just a little bit. Hold on, getting the computer set up here. Wait for a few more people to jump in. There we go. Now I got it brought up on my end. Hey, the Real Life Perspective Show. How you doing? There we go. Now we got a few people jumping in. So hey Vinny, good to see you. I'm glad you enjoyed that Monster Squad video. So this is only the second time I've been able to do a live stream from this room. I'm still not completely set up in here. So I'm having to hold the laptop. This is already getting really annoying. It's not a very heavy laptop, but when you're having to hold it with one hand. So I'm going to have to eventually get something figured out, get myself a nice, I'm standing, which I don't mind that. That's fine. But then I got to get myself a little tall tabletop here to put this on, but I do enjoy being able to do live streams from inside this room with all of my stuff in it. Now that I'm able to do live streams from here, I'm going to actually have to organize this room and get everything put away and set up. And also because I know some of you have been waiting for another tour video showing you the stuff. Hey, Chance. Hey, Wicked Network. Hollywood George. Good to see you. Tim Dude 84. I enjoyed your videos with Adam. Thank you very much. Got another video with Adam coming up pretty soon. I'm working on that right now. So happy November, everybody. I realized today that it's already November 6th and I haven't put up a video yet, which is no good. I got kind of even get to put out for the Halloween season. I'm saving it for next year. So I've already got everything for next October already planned out because there was a bunch of stuff that I was trying to put out for this October that I didn't get out. So now I'm trying to get caught up. So yeah, it's already the 6th and I haven't put out a video, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself for that. But so that's why I'm doing a live stream to say hi to everybody. But don't worry, because there is a new filming location video coming out tomorrow. It was actually supposed to drop today, but as usual, I'm doing last minute little tweaks and stuff to it, trying to get it to my likings. But it'll definitely, well, unless I run into some other problems that I don't know about, it'll definitely be out tomorrow. And I kind of am excited to see how many of you are going to, how many of you are going to be into this one. It's a movie that I don't know. It's a little underrated. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I think it's a great movie. I know a lot of people love it. But yeah, so I'm curious to see how many of you get excited about this one. We shall find out tomorrow. Mr. Cool, what's up? Any 80s Thanksgiving movies for this month? Well, you know what? There's only one. I'm sure there's probably other 80s Thanksgiving movies that I'm not thinking of. There's only one 80s Thanksgiving movie for me. And I definitely won't be doing it this year because it's filmed on the other side of the country. But it is one of my favorites, and I would like to do it in the future. Randomly Randy, what's up, buddy? How are you? I saw you just did a bunch of stuff with Scott on tape. That must have been fun. What, you spent like a whole week with him. Or it seemed like it. The Tiger Head from the Pee Wee bike. Very hard to find, but there are a couple of people that do reproductions of them. You just got to keep looking around on like eBay and they'll pop up from time to time. I see your Pee Wee doll and it makes me sad that he's gone. I haven't really processed it fully. I know what you mean. My son just did for school. He had to do he had to make a mask for Dia de los Muertos, and that was the project, that you had to make this mask. And he automatically, without even thinking twice, he chose Pee Wee, which is bittersweet. Like, I was really happy that was automatically what he went to, but I was like so sad that was an option. And again, it was like one of those things, kind of like you said, you haven't really processed it, where it's like, oh, cool mask, and it came out really cool, and I was really proud of him. Hey, Boston Smitty, how are you? Mr. Cool asked, any hints for it? If you're talking about the Thanksgiving movie that I was referring to, yeah, I'll go ahead and say it, because it's not one that I'm going to do anytime in the near future. But it's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I love that movie, and it's really weird. I think it's the Blu-ray. If you get the Blu-ray, they make it look like a Christmas movie. They did the cover to look like a Christmas movie, but it's a Thanksgiving movie. They're trying to get home for Thanksgiving. Really strange. Yes, it was a full 7 days with Scott. Oh my gosh, Randy, how tiring. I'm just kidding, Scott. If you're watching, Scott's actually here in LA now, and so I don't know if I don't know if I'll be seeing him or not. We had spoke not too long ago, talking about when he came out, that we had to do something together. So we'll see. But yeah, so I shouldn't talk bad about him, because he's within walking or driving distance from me. He could knock on my door at any moment. I hope I do get to see Scott while he's here in town. Mr. Cool, thank you so much. Mr. Cool said, great kid you have. I agree. I think he's the best. That is true, Donald. November 5th, the day that Doc discovered time travel, thought of the flux capacitor. Bjorn, what's up? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Pete asks, what is one of your favorite filming locations? I mean, that's a tough one, because there's so many I've been to, and so many that I haven't even gotten to go to yet. The first one that pops into mind, though, is some of the locations from the movie Thrashin', which, I don't even know how many of you that are in here right now know that movie. It's not like a huge, well-known movie, but one of my favorite movies growing up, a skateboarding movie. And I hunted down all those locations a little while back and made a video, which I'm going to eventually remake that video, because I didn't quite do it justice, and it's one of my favorites. So after I hit 100K, I'm going to be redoing that. But yeah, that was one of those movies that didn't really have, the locations weren't posted online yet, so I had to hunt most of them down. And in particular, when I found like some of the stuff from the opening, where he's coming down the hill on his skateboard and then the title goes across the screen, it looked exactly the same as it did back in the 80s. And it was that was really mind-blowing. And I've actually driven past it a few times in the last couple of weeks, because I was doing some other filming over there. And just every time I drive by it, I get excited, and I want to like get out and ride my skateboard. Thanks. I just picked this up not too long ago. Oh, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is going to be playing in the theaters later in November. I wonder if that's happening everywhere. Have to look into that. I would love to do a Fright Night filming location video. Fright Night, one of my favorite vampire movies. So I would love to do one. I like that hat, and I like that hat and that shirt. Hey, look at me! Got the whole. I would like to see an Adam the Woo and 80s Life collaboration video. There's been a couple actually so far, but there is another hopefully coming out later this month. Is shaky up, so yeah, this isn't going to work. I'm definitely going to have to find a new way to do this before the next stream. The Wild Gamers. Hi, 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 hi. Now, okay, I gotta ask, guys, is the internet connection doing okay down here? Because I'm watching it on my end and it's like freezing up and getting real choppy, and I don't know if it's the computer or what. So here, I gotta scroll down and see if you guys are saying anything about the connection. Will you film Saved by the Bell, Zach and Kelly's wedding? Well, I just might. I just might. Okay, it says it's better now, so I'm guessing it was messing up. Okay. It's cutting out a bit. Little delay. Uh-oh. It's freezing a bit, but now not too bad. Oh no, that's not good. Okay. All right. So it appears that I still have some bugs to work out for streaming down here. It's choppy, but it was close. But it was as close as they live experience as we could wish for. Just watched that movie the other night on the anniversary of the movie. It was my son's first time seeing it. It's you, Kurt. We can deal with it. Thank you. Boston Smitty, isn't Robert Russler's the man? I met him a couple of times. Just really great guy too. Super cool. Hey, Crosswalk Larry, good to see you in here. Really love your White Man Can't Jump video. Finally going to see it next year, and hopefully Lost Boys will be playing at the Boardwalk. I heard they do that. Yeah, they do. They do that every year. Danny says, "Rest in peace, Mike from the Whiskey." Yeah. So, well, since that was said, I should probably clear that up. Not That's not Mike from the Whiskey. My friend Big Mike that I have shown in my videos, but his father, Mike Senior, and I wouldn't have spoke about this, but I have seen it popping up on the internet already, so I guess it's already public news. But yeah, it's pretty wild. Yesterday, November 5th, bittersweet day for me because more bitter than sweet. But as someone already mentioned, it is the day that Doc Brown came up with the flux capacitor and discovered time travel. So, for those of us that love that movie, it's an exciting day. But November 5th is the day that my father passed away. So it's been 19 years, and it's still like that day is very hard for me as it approaches. My mood changes. Everything kind of it's a very big deal in my life, and so yesterday being November 5th, I was kind of going through the day, and it was really strange. my wife and I were talking about it. She was asking me how I was doing, with the day and with my dad's passing. And while we were talking about it, I got a message where I found out that my friend, who I've known since I was a kid, who knew my father, that his father passed away yesterday. And from what I'm hearing, he passed away the same way that my dad did. So very, very weird. Just what a crazy coincidence for both of our dads. But yes, my condolences. Know what he's going through, and it's awful. And again, I wouldn't have normally brought that up because it's someone else's business, but it did get brought up here in the chat. And like I said, I have been seeing it on social media, so it is out there now, unfortunately. Who is the coolest celebrity that I've met? There have been some cool ones. Yeah, most of them have been pretty cool. Like I just said, Robert Russler from Thrashin' and Weird Science and Nightmare on Elm Street 2. He was super cool. Chunk from the Goonies was really cool, but it turned out I can't say it's only because, but he wanted to hook up with my friend that I was with, and he did end up hooking up with her. Crosswalk Larry, I just saw your comment there. Break-ins of memory. Wimps. Trying to think who else was really cool. Billy Zabka was super cool. Boogaloo Shrimp Turbo from Break-In, he was really cool. He did a bunch of dance poses with my son and took pictures. I have not done Saved by the Bell the college years yet. There's not a lot to show, but there is a few things. Your content takes me back. Great channel. Thank you so much. I have not watched Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Not really my thing. My son watched it. Actually, this weekend he watched it. He said he liked it. Retro Man Randy Savage, my pleasure. Glad you enjoyed the video. Yes, Larry, rest in peace also to Matthew Perry. Crazy, right? Another one of those ones that nobody, probably no one really expected. Mr. Zooks, how's it going? Bjorn, that's absolutely right. Our dads are our first heroes. I saw your comment on my my Instagram picture. Very nice of you. And speaking of Instagram, and speaking of Bjorn, everybody, don't forget to head over to Instagram and follow me, making sure that that you can see everything on the sign. Don't forget to head over to Instagram and follow me. And there's also the email and the mailing address, just in case you need it. And thank you to Bjorn for that awesome sign. Mr. Cool, what about Weird Al? He's the man. See, you guys are posting so many TV show locations. Airwolf, A-Team. I'm sure a lot of these I'll do at some point. I've talked about this before. Doing TV shows is hard because there's so many episodes and so many locations per episode. There's a lot of TV shows I want to do, though. Oh, Roses, thank you. Roses says, dope hat. Everyone seems to like my hat. Awesome. Alice says, hi, totally 80s room. Hi, but wrong guy. That's not me. Hey, Pizza Rat. Yes, I've seen the Pee Wee bike down there at the Hollywood Museum as well. Mr. Zooks, my Halloween was okay. Not too bad. How was yours? Panic Freak says, what was your favorite 80s year and why? For some odd reason, I always go to 1988, and I don't really know why. A lot of my memories are from around that time. There's a lot of songs from around that time that I like, a lot of bands that were big at that time that I like, a lot of movies that came out that year that I like. I don't know that I would say that 1988 is the best year of the 80s, but for some reason, that's the year that I always go to. My car is a 1988. Yeah, so that's my answer. Dean Ice asked, you were a hip hop head in the 80s. Yeah, so again, I've talked about this a lot. When I was a little kid, just like most of us, I liked all the stuff that was on the radio, all the 80s pop, big Michael Jackson fan, big Prince fan, Madonna, just all that stuff. Then like sometime around, I don't know, maybe 86, that's when my brother and I discovered hip hop. And then like, that was it. We were real big into, Eric B. and Rakim, EPMD, Boogie Down Productions, NWA, so on and so on. Fat Boys. And, then later on, like in my teenage years, I got into punk, but it was like whenever I discovered a new type of music, it's not like I stopped with the other. So, it was like I was always adding a new layer. So I've remained a big hip hop head, but it, really just up until like the mid 90s. Hey, Henry. Nice to meet you too. Hey, 909 Adventures. Good to see you in here. Brian Perry, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Brian Perry says, Kurt, you rock. Kim, thank you so much. Kim says, my husband Sean and I love your videos. Thank you. Hey, German in Venice, love your EPMD hat. Oh, well, thank you very much. Maybe you can run into me sometime down on the Venice boardwalk. John says, Kurt, love your Chips filming location videos. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you very much, and it is my pleasure. More Chips videos on the way. Hey, Pizza Rat, I saw a couple of clips of Josh Brolin on that podcast talking about thrashing, and I'll tell you what I didn't like already. Josh and Tony Hawk, the clip that I saw, they were insinuating that thrashing is a bad movie, and I don't appreciate that. Did you go see Elvira at Knott's when she was there years ago? I went many times around Halloween. I saw her the very last year. that she was at Knott's. Glad to say that I did. I almost didn't want to wait in line, and then yeah, I'm really glad that I did. I have not done Biodome filming locations yet. Love the movie Disorderlies. My son too. That's like one of my son's favorite movies. Love Disorderlies. My son is a big Fat Boys fan. You met Kareem Abdul-Jabbar once. Was he nice, or was he the way that they portrayed him in the Lakers show? Fanswim 1998 says, thank you, Kurt, for all you do. Look forward to your videos all the time. Thank you. Really, I appreciate that. It's my pleasure. Chad, I have not been to SoFi Stadium yet. Not for anything. I did do a video on Night at the Comet. I think two Halloweens ago, I think. Crosswalk Larry, yeah, I noticed, or I knew about that Josh kind of distanced himself from Thrashin. That's a bummer, you know. I'm glad that he's kind of somewhat come around, but it seems like he still, you know, maybe really isn't too into it. And I get it that it may not be the movie that he was hoping it would be, but hopefully he realizes that to a lot of us fans, you know, it was a big part of our childhood and we love it. Okay, I'm going to 0909 Adventures says, wish Elvira would come back to Knott's. It would be so cool to meet her, but Knott's still sells her merch. Yeah, it would be, you know, I don't know why. I have this feeling like at one point she'll come back and do something. I was kind of wondering if she was going to this year for their 50th anniversary, but she didn't. I did know that it came out on Blu-ray. I got excited, but then I don't think there was any special features, were there? I think I looked into it and it didn't seem like there was anything, and I was like, eh. Pizza Rat, definitely more memories of the San Fernando Valley coming up. All right, with that, I'm going to start making my way out of here. Yeah, see, no extras. That's a bummer. I wish there would have been something. You know, the normal DVD has the commentary, which is like it's cool, but there wasn't any they didn't really moderate it very well, so everyone's talking at the same time. Yeah, it would have been nice if she would have showed up for the 50th, but who knows what she's got going on. All right, I'm going to make my way out of here. I'm going to go on Amazon and look up a tall table to put this on for the next stream. Actually, I got to go wrap up this filming locations video so I can get that out for you guys tomorrow morning. So please be on the lookout for it. And like I said, I am really curious to see how you're all going to react to this filming location video. I'm hoping that at least a lot of you are going to be into it. Let me know, leave me comments, let me know how you feel about it, as you always do. Bjorn says, I hate it when actors distance themselves from movies that fans liked. I had that with Michael J. Fox distancing himself from Teen Wolf. Wow. I didn't know that he did. What a bummer. All right. Thank you all for jumping in here on this, as always, unplanned live stream. I will see you all in the very near future. Have a great week, and I look forward to hearing your comments on tomorrow's video. So, yeah, as always, thank you so much, and I will see you all soon. Bye.